Welcome back to assignment 2B in review. We've been installing Linux Fedora into VirtualBox, and you should be at this step right now. So let's go ahead and complete it. Okay, so it's not that difficult. We just need to look at the screen here. Okay, we see a next button, and they're asking us to choose our language, English. Now they're asking us about the layout of the keyboard. We'll select English for now, but later we will choose bilingual English. But just choose, bilingual Canadian. But for now, just choose US English. Keep it simple. Now it's asking, what sort of storage do we have? How are we going to save the files? There's a number of options here. We're going to go with the simplest option for now, basic storage devices, and click Next. Now, this step here is critical, okay? So when you see this screen here, if you want to continue to the next phase of the installation, you need to click Reinitialize All. Okay, now a lot of it is mysterious. I encourage you to read through, read this window, read the feedback that's being given to you, but we're going to understand what this means, this SDA. That's actually the first hard drive in Linux. The second hard drive would be SDB. Okay, but like I said, we're going to be coming back to this a little bit later. For now, just click Reinitialize All. If we want to follow the labs, well, we can put a name in here for the local host for the computer. This is just the computer name, and let's just call it My Computer for now, but don't change the last part here, local domain, or if you prefer, you can just leave it as it is, the default. It really doesn't make that much difference right now. Later on, we're going to be changing the host name anyways. Okay, so we'll click Next. We just gave our computer a name. It wants to know where we located in the world, and this is kind of tricky. If you want to click in Montreal, it's a little bit hard to find. It's better to click on the menu here. Let me show you the menu again. It's right there. And look for America, Montreal. Okay, so that's kind of strange. We're not in America, we're in Canada, but that's just the way they have it organized. So go down the list here, America. It actually means North America, and I think South America as well, and find your city, Montreal. Let's click Next. Now, this part is really important. The root password. If you forget this, you're going to have to reinstall Windows. Okay, so the book recommends, if we're following the lab, let me write down what the book has. The book has secret. Okay, so when you log on to the super user account, you're going to be using the password secret. Now, if you choose a different password, that's fine, but just keep in mind you have to remember it, and if you forget the password, you have to reinstall. Now, whose password is this for? It's for someone called Root. Root is a user on a Linux or Unix machine that has full control over the system. If you're familiar with the administrator from Windows, this is the administrator in the Linux Unix world. Okay, so hopefully we'll remember the password we entered. We get a little warning here. It is advising us to use a stronger password. This password is too easy to guess. I'm going to keep it so we can stay consistent with the lab. However, later on we will learn the difference between a weak password and a strong password and why it makes such a difference. Let's click Use It Anyways. We're going to use the weak password anyways. Now, here we have a number of options. Select the second option here. We're going to replace any existing Linux system. There is no existing Linux system. This is the first installation, but just to be safe, make sure you have that second option selected and click Next. Very important. You're ready to go now. You're ready to install all the files, all the programs. We call them packages. Let's write our changes. Okay, now when you reach this stage here, okay, it turns out Linux has many programs. We call them packages, and you can install more, uninstall other ones. You can go to the internet and grab some additional ones. They're called repositories. Okay, so you can grab additional packages. Just leave this for now. Don't make any changes. Don't add additional packages or software repositories. Leave it exactly as it is. Click Customize later, and later on we will learn how to add new packages to Fedora. Next. So notice we accepted almost all of the defaults. I think we changed the host name or computer name, but even if you left that the same, it would have been no problem at all. All the pieces or packages of Fedora 13 are now installing. If we look right here, we can see there are 1,200 in total, and we're up to number 17, 26. And when it's fully installed, I'll come back. I'm going to stop this video now, and we're going to continue with assignment 2C review after this here is completed.